What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys, well, with another Market Watch today. The Facebook group, our Facebook group, Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch, has, it's been hitting easily over 100 new members every single week. If you're not part of it, click on the link down below. We just hit 5,000 members, and we're already about to hit 6,000. People post cards in here constantly, and sometimes they post cards and talk about them the next day in my videos. Sometimes they post cards and I might talk about them throughout the weekend. Listen, if you want to be in on the newest cards, definitely check out the Facebook group. I just want to say, guys, the game is growing, whether it be in players or whether it be in the value of our deck. Not too long ago, you can make a deck about $100 and you'll have a full, complete competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. Well, unfortunately for some, that's not the case anymore. So if you still want to be up to date with the game, if you want to be up to date with all these cards, if you want to be up to date with all the value that you might have and not know it, you might want to check out this Facebook group, hit the subscribe on this channel, hit the like button, and comment down below. Comment question of the day. What are you doing to stay ahead of the curve? I know there's some people out there that's taking their wallet, and whenever a new set comes out, they go give it to their store owner and they go, "Don't hurt me, daddy." And then they give them like a deck. There's some guys going on buying and selling on the TCG Player Marketplace, and there's people going to locals and trading. Everyone's trying to do whatever they can to minimize the damage of the value this game does to all our wallets. And it's a lot of damage. In today's video, we talk about a bunch of cards, some which I think maintain good value, some which I don't think actually should have that kind of value, and you should actually sell, and some which I don't think you need at 3. And we'll talk about in this video. And if guys want to click on the description, if you ever want to buy from TCG Player, there's going to be a link there. If you buy, it helps support the channel, and I greatly appreciate it, Paisanos. Alright, so right up the gate, we have Cyber Dragon Nasher. I talked about this card about, I think, a week or two ago. Talked about how amazing this card is. In fact, with Cyber Dragons getting a reprint, Nasher would be the, more than likely, the valuable card. In fact, the current market price of this card is roughly around $7, almost $8. Looking at Neiman First Editions, it's about $10. To be honest with you, this card's going to go higher. This card does not belong all the way down here at $10. And the reason why is because Cyber Dragon players need something. It's like with a deck core, but especially a deck core like Cyber Dragons, where they always need something valuable. Yes, you got First Edition Ultimate Rare Cyber Dragon coming out of what? Cybernetic Revolution. Sure, that's value, but they need something more new to have that kind of value. And with one of those Cyber Dragon cards, which I already forgot about, Reload, whatever it is. Anyway, whenever Cyber Dragon card comes out on Dual Overload, getting a reprint, they're gonna want Nasher to be the obvious valuable card. Once again, guys, I'm dead serious. If you don't play Cyber Dragons, this is going to be the card that's going to keep rising in value. You also got Cyber Dragon Infinity. It's really you only have one on the field, but the value of this card's going up as well. The card's holding a $7.50 market price. Light You Played First Editions are almost near $9. In fact, after that one sells for Light You Played First Edition, the next one is at $9. And after that one sold, oh look at that, it's $10.50, and it has a 16 wall over here. But I think Cyber Dragon Infinity is a card everyone should have already had. It does have the new alternate art printing, the dual OLO if you want that. Once again, it's always about the highest rarity or the hardest one to get. So you got the 2016 Megaton one, about $4 to $5. You got the Legendary Dragon Deck ones, about $4. The dual Overlord ones, $1 for the alternate art. But the one everyone cares about is the Breakers of Shadows Secret Rare First Edition. This is why I'm not a big fan of the alternate art. Can I be honest with you guys? Dual Overlord alternate arts, I'm not crazy about. What do we have? We have Levinier, which has recently got an OTS Ultimate Rare. So the Ultra Rare is trash, value-wise. Cyber Dragon Infinity, well, it's Ultra Rare, and Secret Rare's out. That's trash. Torguard has a Secret and Ultimate Rare. That's trash. And there's a fourth one who I don't know. I actually 100% forgot about. But I'm guessing it might have a Secret Ultimate Rare. So that makes the Ultra Rare trash. I think Konami could have took a great advantage, a huge advantage, over the alternate arts, which I love alternate arts, but put it to cards that have either ultra rare or lower rarity, giving a new kind of style on that card. Maybe, I don't know, alternate art Maxi, alternate art Harvey Spellduster, those alternate arts. But doing alternate art cards like Cyber Dragon Infinity, nobody really cares about this. That many people really that are Cyber Dragon enthusiasts really want the highest rarity. If it's hard for you to get, I want it in 3s. And that's why Cyber Dragon Infinity is the best card as a secret rare out of Breaker Shadow. Then we have Miss Valleys. Apex Avian, the secret rare coming out of Hidden Arsenal 2. So let's click on that one real quickly. So I'm seeing some Let You Played. So we got a $4 market price on the secret rare Apex Avians. And then unlimited versions are at $15. Light Play first edition version of the Secret Rare. I mean, it's like $15. It's a lot of money. And then the card quickly goes up to $16 with shipping. That's for the secret version of Apex Avion. If you want to buy a dual terminal version, which I always recommend you do get, the ship is already sailed. Dual terminal Apex Avions is holding a $16 market price. There's 2 listings on it for $22. After that, blink and it's $35. And of course, you have the Super Rare coming out of Shadows of Valhalla, which is still cheap. It's about 30 cents. There's 64 price listings. But if you want the higher rarity, you're gonna pay that kind of money for it. And this is why I always say get dual terminal cards. Dual terminal cards at best always have sporadic value. Majority of them. It's value in which whenever the card is meta relevant, and it is the highest rarity, which more than likely is in a lot of cases, it will spike up in value. Will it go down? Probably, but it doesn't matter. You sell it when it goes up in value. Like, this is the best time to sell dual terminal Apex Avions. And just as good a time to sell the secret rare versions if you want to do that and make that kind of value. This is what I'm talking about. This is why you got to go in and grab it. There's other dual terminal cards that just maintain value or just never drop. Like dual terminal Trishula, the Chariot Beast, basically hard to get DT cards. We also have Miss Valley Thunderbird. This card's rising in value as well. It has a couple of versions. The secret rare coming out of where is it? Secret coming out of Hidden Arsenal is roughly around $7 right now. If you want the dual tournament one, it's actually matching it, which is kind of crazy. I mean, not fully matching it, but it's holding a $10 market price. The card's roughly around $8 to $10 right now on the market. And then we have Aliester. In fact, this is invoked all over the place. So we're finally starting to get in OTS Store Championship decks. And I'm seeing a lot of invoked Shadows. No shocker, to be honest with you. The deck runs through a polymerization. Like, any deck that's like, I could take on a Shadows, all right? Create a board and see what I do to that board. That's what Shadows say to you. Now, can you play around it? Sure. Should you play around it? I don't know. Can you survive after you play around it? Because what Shadows' main thing is, it's gonna be like, first of all, I'm gonna have Phantasm and Nibiru, so I'm gonna lock down that board. And then you're gonna create a board that's gonna get 2 poly, and then you're gonna put you under the window lock. Or if they go first, they go, welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Win the Caliga or win the Mecha Block. Enjoy playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's a really good lock. And I think with Shadows, they're really good at doing that to a lot of people. I think the deck is really good right now. Definitely tier 1. Are there other tier 1 decks? Absolutely. We also saw Cyber Dragons this past weekend take some wins. We saw Ultra take wins. So the meta isn't like, okay, this is a tier 1 deck. Everyone has to like bow down on this deck. You got Ultra players, by the way, hashtag Geist Gang, going in and smacking that deck up. You got Cyber Dragon players that are like, dude, I'm just gonna create a board and light you up. And it does it. So once again, I don't think our meta is, I don't really want to say set 100% because we're getting dual overload, then we're getting Master Rule 5. So it's gonna change, but it's definitely something that we know moving up until that point. Looking at Aliester and Invoker of Madness, Secret Rare at Shadows of Valhalla with a $30 market price, the value currently is $30. Invoked Mechaba Secret Rare is about $14, down from a $16 market price. Invoked Ragent, which sees play, doesn't see play. It's a good card, but the Shadow Invoke extra deck is super tight. $12.50 market price. It's about $11 to $12. Purgatrio, $7, roughly around. And these are all Secret Rares, by the way. A Caliga is dropped down with a $5 market price. The value currently is roughly around $4. And then look at the rest of Shadow's cards. I mean, not Shadow, Invoke cards. They're not too crazy high in value, besides like the main ones. And to be honest with you, they're one-offs. If you want to run Aliester, you just need one. If you want to run Mechaba, you need one. Same with Ragent, Purgatrio, Caliga, all these. Let's talk about Lightning Storm for 2 seconds. So, Lightning Storm at Initial Soul is holding $134 market price. The price has been pinging between $140 and $120. Just pinging all over the place. And looking at it right now in the market for unlimited copies, it's about $130. In fact, you want a first edition copy, which you should get, it's $3. If you're spending $130, just spend an extra $2-3, and for $132, you get a first edition version of Lightning Storm. Now, I love this card. I actually own 2 copies of this card, and I will not own a 3. The reason why is because if you open this card and 2 of these in your opening hand, you go -1. Because after you use it the first time, since it's a once per turn effect, you basically have a dead card in hand. Obviously, you're gonna want to create a board. You just want to go Lightning Storm past turn, and in this meta, hopefully you'll survive. You're not, by the way, spoiler alert, you're gonna get lit up. So you want to use Lightning Storm as best as possible and get the maximum amount of advantage of it. And I think by getting the maximum amount of advantage, you play this card as a 2-of, so you don't open 2 and go -1 in opening hand. That's 1. Number 2, with the banners coming out, I think Konami's gonna give us something, maybe Harvey Feather Duster, that we can use as the 3rd card. if you have 2 lightning storms, you can use Regeki to substitute. I'm not a big fan of Regeki, so I don't personally use it, but it is an option as well. But once again, I think 2 lightning storms is more than enough. 2 lightning storms, Harvey Featherduster is probably gonna be the new norm whenever we get Harvey Featherduster off the ban list. And I do think it's gonna come off the ban list. But if you're currently owning 3 lightning storms, you need to sell this as fast as possible. It's not gonna maintain its currently high price point of $130. This card's price will inevitably go down. Why hold a third? I think you definitely need 2, especially looking at playing the YCS Charlotte. We got a bunch of regionals coming up, as well as YCS Hartford, YCS Coronavirus, which Pasadena, Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals, Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds, which also holds a YCS in it in Minneapolis. So I think Lightning Storms definitely need a card. I don't know if we're gonna be getting a reprint of this. Hopefully, if we're lucky by the end of the year, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But holding 3 is a waste of money. You really have 2, and one that you just don't need, but you throw in your deck, and when you open 2, you go neg. That's the way I feel about this card. Seriously, you gotta get rid of this card. Then we have Magician Souls, coming out Legendary Duels Magical Hero with a $94 current market price, but the value, $89. So Spyros is definitely a tier 1 deck, I think. I just want to throw it out there. Spyros is without a doubt tier 1, but let me just throw it out there. The value of Magician Souls is going down, even though it's a Legendary Duels card. Supposedly, there's a second run of it in Europe, and maybe we might get a second run over here in the States. That's 1. Number 2, Spyros is a great deck, but realistically, it's not seeing as much play as it was previously when this card was $140. 3, I think this card's still good. I think we'll see play in Master Rule 5. I think it's good in Lunalight. It's that decent in Lunalight as an engine piece. You can also choose to run Dangers if you don't have this card, so you know that also makes it so players that don't have this card don't need it if they can run Dangers, which got reprinted. But once again, I think this is still a great card. Will it maintain its current high value? I don't know. And that's the crazy part about this card. Then we have Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier out of Legendary Duelist Magical Heroes. With a $44 current market price, this card's undervalued. I mean, my computer froze for a second. I mean, look at the card, near mint, first edition. It's roughly around $43 right now for Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier. Yeah, this is how I'm gonna sell it to you. Hero players. They're not like any of the market watches I talk about. They have their own market watch, and their own market watches, whatever the card is, it's gonna be going up in value because it says heroes on it, okay? That's 1. Number 2, let's look at heroes in Master Rule 5. They're good. They're really good in Master Rule 5. And I do think heroes will see more meta play moving into Master Rule 5 because they are really good against a lot of decks. I mean, think about it. If you're playing heroes or you're playing against heroes and you have Spirals or Shadows, hell, if you have anything that just relies on throwing things to the graveyard to help proc effects, Heroes has an answer for you. It's called holding, where's his name? I always forget his name. Dark Law, Honest Neos, having an App Zero on board, all these kind of cute things like a match change with a Match Hero Acid, or what's her name? The other one, the light chick. Oh no, it is App Zero. Basically, anything you do, they're gonna go, here you go, here's Dark Law. And when you go, okay, I think I can still play around it, they go, okay, that's funny. App Zero, get rid of App Zero, bring another hero out and nuke your board. Like, they have probably the best interruption while maintaining a big body on board in the game right now. Let alone up until Master Rule 5. And once again, I'm a big fan of heroes. I think hero players love babbling about it, but I really do think the deck's good. I love heroes a lot, but this card, Liquid Soldier, is going to go up in value. Hero players are going to be more so seen in Master Rule 5 than they currently are in the game right now. Let's not forget, guys, when Spirals was the best deck, one of the weekends, because it was a crazy time when Spirals was supposedly, allegedly tier 1, one of the weekends, hero players took Pasadena, they took, I believe it was Columbus or Indianapolis, just walk through that whole event. And I don't think heroes are to be counted out. So looking at Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier, which is a crazy good hero card, I would not be surprised to see it make a play in Master Rule 5. Not surprised whatsoever. And looking at Liquid Soldier coming out Legendary Duelist Magical Hero, I think this is a highly undervalued card. Now, this card right over here, Prano Plan Tri-Phase, coming in Legendary Duels Immortal Souls with a super rare printing with a $6 market price is currently roughly around $4, $5 for shipping on the market. The price quickly goes up to $6, near matching its market price. I just want to throw it out there. This card is insanely good because this card is, like, if you play Super Poly, this is a good card. It requires 3 Dark Monsters on the field, period. So 3 any Dark Monsters, and it stops your opponent from future summoning by bringing this card out. So not only can you Super Poly clean your opponent's board out, bring this card out, but you can also stop your opponent from fusion summoning which is insane, to be honest with you. I think this is a really good card. I think it's a really highly undervalued card. And I think in the future, as long as we have Super Poly off the ban list, this is going to be one of the biggest threats to any decks that are just pure dark or running a lot of dark monsters in general. I do think this card's really good, really undervalued. That is, of course, if we get Master of 5 and we get the ban list and Konami's hit Super Poly, which should happen. But to be honest with you, it might not happen, given the fact that Super Poly recently came off the ban list and came off as a structure in the Shadow structure deck. It'd be really hard to see Konami put that back in the ban list, even though I think they kind of need to. Dude, I'm playing Shadows, and I'm telling you right now, Shadows with Super Poly is ridiculous. They need to put that card back on the ban list. But if that card does not make its way back onto the ban list, yeah, this card's a big threat. And I just recently bought one for myself. I posted on the Mark Watch Facebook group, and I recommend you guys should grab one. Up next, guys, we have Mystic Mime. This card went from like 3 to 5, currently holding a $6 market price, and it's about to hit $7 for a super rare at a Dark Neostorm. Ban this card. Like, why is this card existing? I think this card's a really cool one-of. I think it's a really cool, like, stun one-of. Like, if you're playing in any kind of deck that can maintain a good monster on field, then Mystic Mime is a great one-of card. Just in case you're not doing so good and you open, like, a Terraforming or you open a Mystic Mime, you drop this card on board, you maintain one monster, your opponent can't really do much, you can start slapping them in the face. I think that's really cool. But seeing this card at 3 makes these weird, random, mutated decks that are just playing anyone every round, going, hi, how's it going? Do you mean Lightning Storm? And the minute they say yes, they just go, okay, that's fine. Scoop it up. And they just walk away. Like, literally, this is one card makes it so you look at your opponent and you're like, are you manning spell trap removal? Okay, I win game 1 automatically. Game 2 you side, hopefully you draw it before I draw my Solemn Judgments. And then in game 3 we're playing again. Hey, guess what? Fun fact, I get to set first if I won game 1, which Mystic Mime probably wins a lot of game 1s. Set everything face down. Here's a Mime on board. Let's talk about Yu-Gi-Oh for a minute. And then some of the monster, whatever, you know, the bait monster. And then what happens is your opponent has to basically go, okay, how many Solemn Judgments does this kid have? Can I play around all Solemn? So it puts a weird kind of presence on board, basically what I'm trying to say. So, you know, weird. Gaga Cowboy at an Ashback 5 with a $26 market price is currently roughly around $30. After that one's gone, it's almost near $40 for Ultimate Rare Gaga Cowboy. Guys, are you really that scared of time that this is going to be the go-to card? I'm not sure if this is for like Lunite players because they can play. They're basically one of the best rank 4 toolboxes in the game right now. They're like, we'll just go Cowboy if we're ever going to time because our combo takes forever. I'm not a big fan of Cowboy as far as going to time. It's cute, it's fun, it's adorable, but I feel like every extra deck, especially every extra deck moving into Master Rule 5, is super tight. In fact, I think one of my favorite cards instead of Gaga Cowboy is a ghost girl with her dog. What's the name of that card? Ghost girl with her dead dog. By the way, I couldn't get a chance to. No, I messed up. Snoopy Dogwood. It's definitely not Snoopy Dogwood. Ghost. Dude, come on. Okay, no, I'll click on Ogre. We'll get us there. By the way, I didn't get a chance to go to the OTSR Championship this weekend. It kind of sucked. I really wanted to go. My dog got sick, so I had to take my dog to the vet literally the next day at like 8:30 in the morning. I didn't even sleep the whole night. 8:30 in the morning, I took my dog to the vet because she wasn't feeling so good. And she had a little food poisoning because the food that we gave her, which is relatively new, was not. So we had to throw out like a huge thing of food. We had to get new food for her. And yeah, I was really worried, man. Anyway, Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood is the card at Dual Devastator. And each time your opponent special summons an effect monster during the main of battle phase, you gain the life points equal to that monster attack. If you don't like gain life points by this effect, life points are half during the end phase. So if you're going to time and your opponent plays anything to like, now once again, not inherent, okay? Not inherent special summons, but he plays like, let's say like Shadow Fusion, you chain Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood and you just smile because you're about to gain a ton of life points. This is probably one of the best if we're going to time effects. Now, once again, your life points are half if you don't use this effect, so always wait while holding this card. But I think in a deck like Shadow Invoked or any deck, especially a deck like run like Phantasme, this is a phenomenal card because what you're going to be doing is you're going to go Phantasme and you're still going to be getting Ghost and Spooky Dogwood. And if you go Phantasme against almost any deck in the game, they're still going to be bringing cards out. They're still going to be doing things. And Ghost and Spooky Dogwood is just that much better of a card in that instance. So once again, I think this is a really good card, really highly underrated card. Not a lot of you players are talking about this card or excited about this card, but I think this card is a card you want to play going into time. Cowboy is not bad. Ghost and Spooky Dogwood is just better. That is, of course, you can fit it in your side deck. Whereas opposed Cowboys in your extra deck, they're both really relatively tight. Konami, make these 20 and 20. Get rid of these 15 and 15. Too many cards in the game. Let's just open up the side and an extra deck. Who's with me? Anyway, I'm next to Pot of Desires. Last week, Pot of Desires got bought out and went up to like $130. And I told you guys, I listen, here's what's gonna happen. And let's show you the market price first of all. The market price is $120, and the actual price point is about $96 to $97 currently for Ultimate Rare Pot of Desires at OTS Tournament Pack 11. Still infinitely higher than what it was previously. And what we're gonna see with Pot of Desires is the market's gonna come right up first, and it's gonna get bought out like it did. Hype, excitement, maybe a meta deck, the card will get bought out, and it did get bought out. And then what we're gonna see is the market turn around and those owning Pot of Desires who are not playing those decks or who's not with the hype, dumping the card into the market. Okay, this is basically the phase 2 of that, and the value is gonna be going down. In fact, I'm not shocked that the value goes down even further so up until the next hype. But what we're gonna see every single time it goes up in value, it goes down less. Let me explain. The card originally came out, I think it went roughly around $60 to $70 when it went down and bottomed out. I could be wrong. I was ranting and raving about you guys going in to buy this card. And then it got bought out recently to $120. The card did not go back down to like $60 or $70. It went down to $96. You understand? Now, let's say it stops right here. It values out right here. What's gonna happen? The next time the card goes up in value, it's going to go down in value. So let's say it'll go up to like 150. It's not gonna go back down to $96. That's gone. This is it right here. It's going to go back down to like $120. And then it's gonna happen again. And the reason why is because OTS packs, especially OTS tag packs with cards that are highly wanted, like OTS pack Tournament 11, like Pot of Desires, which is insanely wanted, Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to want to go in and grab as much of this card as possible. With that said, we'll see Pot of Desires and we'll see it going up and down, but always higher in the end. Hopefully that makes a lot of sense to you guys. I don't want to confuse you guys, but basically, if you have Ultimate Rare Pot of Desires and you're selling it, you're doing it wrong. The card's gonna go up again in value in the future. Could be near future, could be a year from now, could be 10 years from now, but the value is gonna go way higher than currently $96, which at one point would be dirt cheap prices as far as the market will view it. Then we have Pot of Extravagance. Coming in at Savage Strike with a $94 market price, the card is slowly bouncing back up. Unlimited copies about $95, first edition copies about $97, $98. Once again, we know we're getting a reprint of this card up and around Nationals. So if you need this card, you can wait for the reprint around Nationals. The market will also tank for Pot of Desires near Nationals as well. So you can wait for that point to happen. But if you need a card now, you're still gonna be paying a ton of cash. And to be honest with you, I don't think this card is worth this much money right now. I think this card is way too expensive. The best meta decks are really not using Pot of Extravagance as opposed to decks that are using cards like Pot of Desires or other decks in the game that kind of just written everything off and just going, you know what, I'll play, like you'll get a deck like, let's say like Cyber Dragons, which won someone, a couple of guys their OTS World Championships. Like they could just use those decks and they could use Pot of Desires and just go, you know, I'm just gonna play the common version. You know, there's no alternate version of Pot of Extravagance, which makes it so Yu-Gi-Oh players that want to play decks like, I don't know, Altergeist that have Pot of Extravagance less likely to play those decks because of this card. So you're not gonna see that many Yu-Gi-Oh players playing those decks. But I think what we're gonna see is hopefully we'll see more reprints, hopefully sooner, that will allow that to happen. I do think by Nationals we'll see this card finally be unlocked in value, so it'll be a lot more cheaper. But the question is how cheap? Is it gonna be like a short print? Is Konami gonna go by their word? Konami, are you gonna be honest with us and say no short prints? I know we heard core sets, but for something like Pot of Extravagance, in a subset, are you gonna just really, are you gonna be like, okay, we gotta get them somehow, we're gonna be Pot of Extravagance, a super duper short print in the subsets? We don't know. So right now the current value is really relatively high for Pot of Extravagance. If you're playing deck and you need this card, I would just get rid of the deck and focus on something else, because this card value, we all know, is going to go down. The only question is how low. Then we have Barload Savage Dragon. Last week I told you guys to get this card. Hopefully you guys did. The card currently has a $39 market price. It's roughly around 44 bucks for Barload Savage Dragon. This is the best synchro in Master Rule 5. It didn't get a reprint in Dual Overload, so we know it's not there. We don't know about any other reprints, but from now until Nationals, there's a good chance Barload Savage Dragon is not getting a reprint. It's just not gonna happen. So what does that mean? That means this card's gonna go higher in value. This card's not done spiking in value. It's gonna continue to go high. Maybe it might come out in a Mega Tins, maybe it'll come out in a reprint set, but that's all going to be after Nationals. So once again, are you gonna go, okay, I don't need this card in Master of 5, you know, the format in which you can easily bring this card out, you know, because you have needle fiber, that can, you know, whatever. Yeah, I don't need this card. This card's alright. It's decent. Like, it's not crazy. I mean, it's Borderlands Savage Dragon. Negate anything, that's an okay effect, I guess. Like, this card's absolutely broken. And to see this card not get printed in a dual overload, which Konami should have done, to be honest with you, I'm not shocked to see this card at $44. In fact, I'm kind of shocked to see this card as low as $44, as I do think this card's going to increase in value, especially after move into Master Rule 5, even more so around the next YCS, a couple of YCS events, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! In Florida. Real quickly, guys, I got a quick question. So, speaking of coronavirus, okay, so we're having Worlds in America, okay? America, best country. Like, we'd have people from China coming there. Didn't we like not make it? I have to Google more. I have to like go on Google. But are we basically? I know there's travel bans in effect. I don't know if we're gonna allow all duels from China to come in, Japan to come in. I don't know. But if we do allow duels from around the country, around the planet to come in from Earth, you know, maybe a couple of duels from the moon to come in. Does that sound like okay with you guys? Something about that. To Minneapolis, one of the biggest malls, I think it's the biggest mall in America, Mall America, I think, you know, with Nickelodeon Studios in Mall America, who has a ton of people traveling, and Konami's like, yeah, it's packed there? Okay. Make sure to bring everybody from like other, I don't want to be a fear monger. I don't want to be that guy, okay? I really don't, I swear to you guys. But, do you guys find that like, kind of like, with that, like, why? Why don't we have it somewhere that's not in a hugely populated area, Konami? Like, for the safety of Earth. Like, why you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't want to like stir anything up or sound like a fearmonger, but I feel like if you're having Yu-Gi-Oh players around the planet, around Earth, okay, 7 continents, okay, why are we doing it in such a populated area when there's literally like a life-killing virus going around? It's like, Konami, that's how you spread a pandemic. Do you want to spread a pandemic, Konami? Konami, do you have the cure for the pandemic? Can I have the cure for the pandemic? Anyway, I don't know, something about that. It is very off-putting. I was telling my wife and kids the other day, and we're looking to go down to Minneapolis. They got Nickelodeon Studios. My kids are really excited about that. And then, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds. I love to bring my kids so they can see that. And Sunday, day 1 and day 2, I like to play in the YCS. But it's like, wait, it's like, dude, is everyone coming around that's like from these places with the virus? Just all here, geo-located in this convention center in Minneapolis, and there so happens to be a hotel nearby, you know, a lot of those hotels, and there so happens to be a lot of people there, and there so happens to be a mall. I don't know, something about this feels, I don't like this. I love playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't want to, like, you know, I don't know. Comment down below, guys, let me know what you think. Looking at Trickster Corbin coming out of Savage Strike with a $10 market price. Name of restrictions are $16. So I don't know if like pure Tricksters are doing anything. The only thing we saw Trickster-wise was like Trickster Shadows, which granted, looked really cool. I think if you're running Trickster Shadows, you need to play 3 constructs, by the way. But I don't know, like it's pretty awesome. I'm not a big fan of Corbin itself. I kind of like the regular Trickster package of like Candine and Lycoris, with Light Trace being like one of the best rotors for the deck. It's another version of Tricksters that can easily spam out El Shadow Construct, which I kind of like a lot. So I do like this card a lot. I just don't think this card should be worth $16. You know, Ultra Rare and Savage Strike, you know, should have been reprinted, but it's not. And then we have Dual Overload. This is probably the most highly anticipated set of the year, arguably, because we had a lot of great sets this year. Now, the most expensive card in Dual Overload currently right now is Kriston Needle Fiber with a $35 current market price. Look weird? See, the value was a lot higher. In fact, you go back a week ago, 2 weeks ago, the value for pre-order prices on this card and the rest of the cards in Dual Overload were insanely high. But even being the fact that Konami released this set fully a couple of weeks earlier, we're gonna see these pre-orders go lower in value. Because as these competitors all over here are trying to compete for pre-orders, left hook, right hook, for pre-orders, to get your money, they will undercut people as low as a penny, as much as it takes to get your dollar. Now, this is why I think Konami releasing sets super early, like Dual Overload, was awesome for us, the players, bad for store owners, vendors, backpack vendors, anyone who has access to pre-order Dual Overload. So what we're looking right here is we got Needle Fiber 35. The most expensive card in the set is $35. That's absolutely ludicrous. And it would be a lot higher, by the way, these pre-order prices, if they did it a week before. Once again, Konami not thinking, Konami 4-head, not 5-head. Predator Plant Verde Anaconda being $27. Impermanence being $22 to $23. Phantasma actually going up in value with a $15 market price, actually being roughly around $18. Unit Carrier Stabilizer around $14. Sign Up Mining, which was $10, is now $20. Sound like great players. Are you guys just huddled around a group going, this is why we'll get them. This is why we'll get Konami and everybody. We're just short printing us. We'll just buy out Sign Up. Like, I don't understand what's happening. I want this card, but I'm not dropping $20 on Ultra Rare Sign Up Mining. That's ridiculous. The new Traffic Monster, by the way, it's like $3. And everything, by the way, everything else, I think it was a week ago. You can still see in the market prices too, roughly. Was around $5 for all the pre-orders. If you go to my first Dual Overload kind of analysis of the pre-orders, everything else was $5. And now we're seeing everything else not. This is page 1, and the bomb's out at like $3. Going to the last page, we'll see it as 13 cents. Once again, you go back to my previous pre-order video, the last page was still at $5. Because we the stores, distributors, who also sell singles online but on different names so don't get caught. All these people that are selling online right now, pre-order prices, we're trying to get the most money. When they can't get $5 for Endless Judgment, they'll compete it down to 13 cents, which you see right here. So looking at the page 1 of pre-order prices for a Dual Overload, it's gonna be insane. And me personally, I'm excited about the set. I'm gonna grab a bunch of cards from this set. And I was looking to buy this set online. I probably just gonna go and buy the singles when I go to vendors at the YGOPaisano Charlotte. And the reason why is because the value is gonna be so low here online. The pre-orders are gonna be so backed up on pre-orders. Okay. If you think you're gonna get your cards before a week's end, you might be horribly mistaken, because all these vendors, store owners, whoever's selling online is gonna have a huge list of people that they need to sell these cards to, and you're on it. Good for you. But it's a lot of cards to sell, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get those cards out fast enough to you. So keep an eye on that if you want to buy these cards and have them within like a week, especially for like the YGOPaisano Charlotte. But if you have time to wait, these are good prices. I mean, Needle Fiber is a phenomenal card. It's a must-have card. Of course, we got Anaconda, which is another phenomenal card. Like, so many good cards in this set. So just take that in consideration whenever you're buying these cards. I'm gonna be looking to get these cards as soon as possible. Hopefully you guys get yours as fast as possible, and for not an insanely expensive price point. I do think we're seeing Dual Overload prices starting to settle, starting to bottom out, starting to solidify, and then I think from now until YGOPaisano Charlotte would be a good time to buy these cards. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below, Paisano. Join the YGOPaisano Facebook group as well, and you Paisanos have a safe and healthy day. See you later, guys.